Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Prynhawn o'i croeso. It's wonderful to see so many of you here today. And by the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, it is my great pleasure to declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. I'm delighted to welcome to today's ceremony our graduates, your family and your friends, guests and supporters of the university. I'd like to extend a special welcome to our honorary graduate, Mrs. Gillian Clark. We are delighted to be able to honour you today. Now, as we all know, the last 2 years have been a very challenging time for you, our students, and the whole of the OU community. Yet there's so very much that you have achieved, and you're all evidence of your commitment and your dedication, and so many acts of kindness that have helped see all of us through. Now, each year, the Open University awards a range of qualifications that you have all worked so hard to achieve, from certificates of higher education to doctorates. And throughout 2022, more than 8,000 graduates are being presented for their qualifications at our various degree ceremonies in England, Scotland, here in Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland. And for all my colleagues, and certainly for me, they are the highlight of our year. And the reason for that is because we are celebrating your success. The ceremonies are held here in Newport and in towns and cities throughout England, as well as in Belfast, Glasgow and Dublin. You're graduating from the largest university in Europe with an extraordinary scale, scope and reach. And the success is down to what our graduates achieve, and not just the qualification you're presented for today, but the difference that you're going to make to society going forward in your lives. So it goes without saying that today is a very important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families and your loved ones, as well as the university and my colleagues who I hope you will feel have nurtured and supported you on your journey. Now, you could be forgiven for thinking that an occasion as important as today needs to be solemn. But you're very wrong there. In every sense, this is a day of celebration. So I will be disappointed, and we will all be disappointed, if anyone crosses the stage today to anything less than thunderous applause, or whichever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support. And we had a graduation ceremony this morning, and I can say they were absolutely brilliant. Huge amounts of noise, lots of whoops, lots of hollers, lots of whistles and catcalling, and lots of genuine enthusiasm and joy, and and a tremendous celebration. So I want to see if we can better it this afternoon. And the one thing that hasn't so far happened to me at one of my graduation ceremonies is I haven't had any students come on and do a cartwheel across the stage before they receive their degree. So if anyone wants to make my day, that would be fantastic. So please do really enjoy yourself. This is a day of celebration. Make as much noise as you want. Children. We even had, last week I was in Birmingham. We had a therapy dog barking at every graduate that came onto stage. So that gives you an idea of the type of afternoon that it's going to be. And I know that you've enjoyed the sunshine and the food, and I expect some of you the champagne and the beer outside. So we should all be in the mood for a fabulous afternoon. Now, let's get things started. So can I ask all of today's graduates who are able to do so to please stand? Come on, up you get. So, families, friends, and Open University colleagues, let's start today's ceremony by giving all of our amazing graduates a huge round of applause. Well, that's a sort of decent start, but this morning they made a bit more noise, so I don't want you to disappoint me. We also have on stage the president of the OU Students' Union, who will be coming up to collect her degree today, and many of you will know Sarah, and we're very privileged to honour her at the end of her term at the Open University. And there's one more way that you can show your appreciation to your graduates who are here today, which is to post messages or photos on social media, Facebook, Instagram, using the hashtag OUFamily to share your congratulations and your celebrations with many, many others who can't be here today with you. So today's ceremony is going to begin with the presentation of those graduates who have gained higher degrees and first degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws. They will be presented by Sarah Stewart, who is the Director of PGCE programme in Wales. We will then see the awarding of the honorary degree of Doctor of the University to Mrs. Gillian Clark. And Miss Louise Casella, the National Director here in Wales at the Open University, will present Mrs. Clark, who will sign the honorary graduates book and make a reply. Then we will continue our presentation of graduates with those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees, foundation degrees and degrees of higher education. And then we will conclude today's proceedings with a final address to the graduates by Louise. So let's get started and let's call upon Sarah to present our graduates today. Thank you very much, everyone, and enjoy the afternoon.
Pro-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. Am radd doethuriaeth mewn addysg, cyflwynaf I chi am dreithawd ymchwil yn dwyn y teitl Engaging Distance Learners in an Academic Community, Student Hub Live. For the degree of Doctorate in Education, I present to you for a thesis entitled Engaging Distance Learners in an Academic Community, Student Hub Live, Karen Foley. Cyflwynaf I chi am radd meistr yn y celfyddydau mewn ieuenctid a phlentyndod. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Childhood and Youth, Louise Girl. Sarah Morgan. Tanya Myatt. Sarah Thorne. Am radd meistr yn y celfyddydau mewn ysgrifennu creadigol cyflwynaf. For the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, I present Kay Locke. Am radd meistr yn y celfyddydau mewn addysg, cyflwynaf. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, I present Peter Lewis. Am radd meistr yn y celfyddydau mewn Saesneg, cyflwynaf. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, I present Jennifer Mary Hughes. Laura Swain. Am radd meistr yn y celfyddydau mewn athroniaeth, cyflwynaf. For the degree of Master in Arts in Philosophy, I present Christine Drabwell. Robert Rawlinson. Am radd meistr yn y celfyddydau mewn cyfieithu, cyflwynaf. For the degree of Master of Arts in Translation, I present Micah Clarkson. Am radd meistr mewn gweinyddu busnes, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Hugh Harris. Liam Heath. Craig Lewis. Butchie Reddy. Danushka Witanagay. Am radd meistr mewn gweinyddu busnes, ymarfer arweinyddiaeth, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Business Administration Leadership Practice, I present Anita Randon Green. Am radd meistr mewn addysg, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Education, I present Neil Thomas. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn rhwydweithio uwch cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Networking, I present Luke Thomas. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn cyfrifiadurau, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Computing, I present Andrew Pope. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn cyllid, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Finance, I present Alpha Diallo. Faisal Gina. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn astudiaethau seicoleg forensic, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Forensic Psychological Studies, I present Amy Jones. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn rheoli adnoddau dynol, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Human Resource Management, I present Kate Buchanan. Justin Bees. Martin Plant. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn cemeg feddygyniaethol, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Medicinal Chemistry, I present Russell Sweeney. Eirwen Williams. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn gwyddor iechyd meddwl, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Mental Health Science, I present Kylie Nicholas. Am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn seicoleg, cyflwynaf, for the degree of Master of Science in Psychology, I present Laura Breen. Emily Johnson-Hurt. Ac am radd meistr yn y gwyddorau mewn rheoli technoleg, cyflwynaf, and for the degree of Master of Science in Technology Management, I present Gerald Newport. Pro-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws degrees and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. Cyflwynaf am radd baglor yn y celfyddydau, I present for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Darren Alderman. Sarah Jones. Ebtisam Butafes. Leonora Bowers. Amy Brain. Hayley Brett. Shireen Campbell. Janet Kerr. Andrea Clutton. Emily Cobb. John Courtney. Nicola Croak. Sophie May Cross. Laura Daniels. Lorna Davis Hughes. Angela Dickinson Jones. Kaylee Duke. Daniel Evans. Jolene Fox. Lucy Gallivan. Jane Gordon. Claire Gray. Alan Greaves. Maisie Griffiths-Taylor. Kishan Guru Ng. Chris Gurun. Anita Hadlow. Bryony Halford. Victoria Han. Isabel Heap. Julie Herring. Sarah Jane Holly. Joshua Howells. Sylvia Hutchins. Victoria Jackson. Talia St James. Anne John. Leighton John. Frank Kennedy. Llandiwe Kumalo. Josh Klein. Philip Lee. Angela Lewis. Suzanne Lyons. Emily Martin. Bianca Maynard. Jacqueline Miles. Sophie Morell. Rachel Moses. Emma Murphy. Mark Murphy. Louise Nicholas. Anne Nichols. Amy O'Brien. Sophie Page. Joanna Palmer. Valerie Pate. Eva Pizuma. Artyom Petrov. Jade Phillips. Jessica Pike. Sian Pittman. Shay Pomfrey. Carolyn Rees. Daniel Renton. Lisa Ridley. Lisa Jane Riley. Sarah Elizabeth Roberts. Sian Rowlands. John Sace. Jordan Schild. Michael Sharp. Katie Shepherd. Grace Sleeman. Damien Sori. Susan Stokes. Emma Sullivan. Sherilyn Tanner. Carleen Thomas. Illyri Thomas. Catherine Thomas. Kelly Thomas. Samantha Thomas. Sharon Trivett. Rufus Ulrich. Sally Ann Veazey. Chloe Watkins. Paulina Velichko. Angharad Williams. Rebecca Williams. Stephen Wilson. Dana Yee. Am radd baglor mewn peirianneg cyflwynaf, for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, I present Michelle Gates. Niall Jenkins. Ac am radd baglor yn y gyfraith cyflwynaf, and for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, I present Karen Evans. Jazz Hug. Margaret Jones. Sue Jones. Hanit Kaur. Christopher Pigeon. Andrew Plain. Christopher Portree. Katie Roberts. Rowan van Hooben. Amy Williams. Katie Willis.
Is-ganghellor, gydweithiwr, graddedigion, awestion, Pro-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, guests. Gillian Clarke is a poet who's made an extraordinary contribution to literature in Wales, achieving both critical accolades and popular acclaim. Born in Cardiff, Gillian read English at the University College of South Wales in Monmouthshire, now known, of course, as Cardiff University. Then, after a year and a half of working at the BBC, she became self-employed, writing and visiting schools to inspire young people with creative writing. She served first as reviews editor and then for nearly a decade as editor of the Anglo-Welsh Review. She was part-time poet in residence at the Newport College of Art for 10 years and was the co-founder of Tŷ Newydd, the home of the National Writing Centre of Wales. She now teaches an annual poetry masterclass at Tŷ Newydd. Gillian's first collection, Snow on the Mountain, was released in 1971, followed by The Sundial in 1978. Throughout an illustrious career, she went on to publish many more collections, mostly through a long-standing partnership with Carcanet Press. These include Letter from a Far Country, Letting in the Rumour, Zoology, and Ice, which was shortlisted for the T.S. Eliot Prize. Her poems cover diverse subjects, from the domestic to the international, and often focus on women's lives. But she is perhaps best known as a poet of the natural environment, especially the Welsh landscape. She is often inspired by her own life in Ceredigion, where she's actively involved in conservation. Several of her books, including The Animal Wall and other poems, are written especially for children. Accessible and relevant, her work has been studied by generations of young people throughout the United Kingdom and worldwide, with her poetry forming part of the GCSE and A-level syllabi. She's also a long-standing performer at Poetry Live, and her collected poems have been published by Picador. Beyond poetry, Gillian's an editor, playwright, and frequent contributor to broadcast media. As an essayist, her works include her journals and reflections in At the Source and Roots Home. She wrote a cycle of poems based on the passage of time on a sheep farm, which formed the centrepiece of the National Theatre Wales production The Gathering, ar Helfa, staged in Snowdonia in 2014. An accomplished translator of poetry and prose, she adapted T. Llew Jones's stories for children and most recently published a new interpretation of the 17th century poem Y Gododdin. In turn, her own work has been widely translated to as many as 10 different languages, bringing Welsh culture to a global audience. Gillian was National Poet of Wales between 2008 and 2016. In 2010, she became only the second Welsh person and the 8th woman overall to receive the Queen's Medal for Poetry. She's the recipient of the Wilfred Owen Association Poetry Award, the Haim Festival Medal for Poetry, and the Glyndŵr Award for an outstanding contribution to the arts in Wales. She was honoured as a member of the Gorsedd y Baedd in 2011 for her contribution as one of the most prominent poets of these islands. The Open University in Wales is delighted to honour her exceptional contribution to literature, culture and the arts in Wales and beyond. Pro-Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Gillian Clark.
This was definitely the jolliest procession of people receiving degrees that I've ever attended. And before I came, I said, are there students of all ages? Yes, they said of all ages. When I came out of Cardiff University a long, long time ago with my degree, I realised that nobody else in my multitudinous family had been to university. None of my cousins, I had at least 20 cousins who had not been to university. My friends in school, only one had been to university. My friends and neighbours had not. And then, I think it was 1969, along came Jenny Lee, the widow of the wonderful Nye Bevan, who gave us the NHS. And yes, let's clap. What wonderful work that Labour government did to help us all. And it brought in, Jenny Lee invented the OU. And I knew at once that this was going to be a help to so many of the people. I felt I was not better. I was no better than those other people who had not gone to university. I was not cleverer. I did not work harder. They deserved it. And now those people and their descendants and their family can get a degree through the Open University. And I think it's a very, very thrilling and wonderful achievement. And congratulations to you all. I really loved seeing you all and the pleasure you got. And indeed, you are all different ages. Well done. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations to you all. Just to say, I was dead scared leaving Ceredigion late yesterday, terribly afraid of being in a university building. I'm used to the countryside these days. I'm used to sitting, writing all day long and making poems and stuff. I was really, really scared, but I couldn't have been made more welcome by this lot here. They've been absolutely lovely to me, and I think I can say I actually have enjoyed it. I'll just say, I couldn't be prouder than to be part of your community, your university, your achievement. Thank you for letting me join you. I'm going back to my countryside, silence and poems in half an hour's time. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Oh, the book. Doctor.
Let's make our way back to our seats. Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now go back. Yeah, we're going back to our seats.
Pro-Chancellor, continuing the presentation of graduates, I shall now present those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees, foundation degrees and diplomas of higher education and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. Cyflwynaf am radd baglor yn y gwyddorau, I present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Suzanne Bellew. Nicola Bentham. Rita Bourne. Astrid Bowen. Ian Brown. Catherine Brimwell. Shannon Crouch. Aisling Daniels. Victoria Daniels. Michael Davis. Rebecca Davis. Kelly Dunkley. Carrie-Anne Dutton. Beanish Ajaz. John Evans. William Evans. Jill Fearon. Joanne Gubbaker. Nicole Gadsby. Maggie Genty. Georgia Hale. Catherine Hall. Jonathan Hill. Kerry Hughes. Natasha Hutchins. Holly Jones. Victoria Kesawan. Mark Lang. Alex Leighton. Annalise Lester. Tracy Lewis. Jalita Mikisak. Callum Mitchell. Patrick Morris. Josie Masanif. Linda Nordland. Carolina Nikiel. Gabriella Regan. Gary Parkinson. Victoria Perella Fox. Caroline Poole. Corey Pritchard. Angharad Roberts. Abby Romano. Julie Shipton. Victoria Smart. Shona Smith. Leanne Sullivan. Gemma Taylor. Mission Talang Limbu. Emma Thomas. Rhiannon Titcombe. Marcus Turner. Emma Warren. Brian Watkins. Rhian Webb. Tristram Whitman. Aaron Williams. Alex Williams. Amber Williams. Bethan Williams. Ar gyfer y teitl Baglor Gwyddoniaeth, cyflwynaf I chi ar rhan y diweddar Laura Jones, eu rhieni Karen a Paul Jones. For the award title, Bachelor of Science, I present to you on behalf of the late Lauren Jones, her mother and father, Karen and Paul Jones. Am radd sylfaen cyflwynaf for a foundation degree, I present Lee Jones. Ross Williams. Ac am Diploma Addysg Uwch, cyflwynaf, and for the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Helen Weston. Tamara Weebles. Cyflwynaf am radd Baglor yn y Gwyddorau, I present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Karen Michelle Thomas.
Well, wow. Let's just start with that, shall we? And congratulations. But I have a few words to say as we finish today. Raddedigion, gwestion, swyddogion y Brifysgol, gydweithiwr a chyfeillion oll, pnawn da chi gyd, am diwrnod arbennig a cofiadau I bob un ohonoch chi ac I ni gyd hefyd. Graduates, guests, university officers, colleagues and friends, good afternoon to you all. What a special day today is. Special and memorable for all of you and for all of us also. One of the very greatest pleasures and privileges of my job is being able to attend graduation ceremonies like this, to see all of you crossing the stage and to share your pride and your excitement in what you've accomplished. We know that perhaps what you don't see from where you're sitting, but what we can certainly see from the stage, is the joy on the faces of those who are here with you, your family and friends, clapping and cheering as each of you received your scrolls, and rightly so. Each of you is extraordinary. Together, you are astonishing. And what you have all achieved is remarkable. I've no hesitation whatsoever in sharing with you my belief that you are the most amazing body of graduates anyone could hope to find anywhere in the world. Rydych chi oll ar hyn rydych chi wedi ei gyflawni yn ysbrydoliaeth. Does gen I ddim gronyn o hamaeth ac bod chi gyd ymhlith graddedigion mwyaf rhyfeddol yr byd. Mae eich ymdroddiad, eich penderfyniad, a'ch dyfalbarhad yn destun ballter ac yn enghraifft I bob un ohonon. We know very well the incredible efforts that you've gone to achieve your qualification. You've believed in yourselves, and we've believed in you, all of us. Your dedicated associate lecturers and advisors, the expert academics who write your courses, the designers and technologists who bring them to life, the student support staff at the end of a phone or an email, and all the professional services that make the Open University what it is, second to none. And now you've shown what that belief can achieve. Each one of you will have overcome your own challenges in your own ways, drawing on the support of your tutors, your peers, your family, your friends. And that is one of the most amazing things about OU students and graduates. None of you is just a student. Every year, thousands of you achieve brilliant things while also fulfilling some other obligations alongside your studies. So a bit of audience participation now, graduates. By way of a show of hands, let me ask you, how many of you were employed or doing some kind of voluntary work during your studies? Okay. What about new babies or raising children? Yep, bit busy. And how many of you were carers, perhaps to a parent, partner, child, during those studies? Wow. It's no wonder employers tell us that what they like about OU graduates is that you're determined and driven. You've juggled study and deadlines with many other demands that needed your attention and your energy. And still, you've achieved something amazing. All of us in the OU are exceptionally proud that you are part of our university's family. Now, another reason why today is so special for us is this is the first in-person graduation ceremony we've been able to hold in Wales since 2019. For obvious reasons, we've had to hold off on celebrating your achievements, and I mean it when I say we have all missed that opportunity massively. I know that in the time that has passed since our last ceremony, many of you have experienced challenges and times of great sadness that are difficult to express in words alone. If that is the case for you, please know that you have the sympathy and full support of all of us. And let me just say to all of you that your being here today, your achievements and your successes, despite the enormous disruption to how we have learned and how we have lived, are things that you can and should take great pride in. We certainly do. Heddiw, rydym ni eich dathlu chi, ond rydym hefyd yn dathlu pobl hynny sydd wedi helpu chi ar eich taith. Today we celebrate you, but we also celebrate those who've helped you on your journey. I'm sure that all of you graduating today would want to acknowledge the significant support you've received from those who've stuck with you through your studies. You know, I have been told that there is one thing harder than being an OU student, and that's living with one. So, gawn ni dweud diolch now at Graddedigion. So, graduates, please stand if you're able to. Find your family and friends in the audience, and it's your turn to give them the big wave and the huge round of applause. Thank you. Sit. When the Open University started back in 1969, our pioneer students and staff really were taking a step into the unknown, putting their faith in a university that was using new methods of teaching and would be open to everyone. The OU is now one of the most successful universities in the world, and over 2 million people have studied with us. That's not just a university, that is a social movement. Curiosity is what drives us, and I'm so glad that you chose to join that most human of adventures, to learn and live, as it says on the university crest. Completion of your qualification means you join a community of Open University alumni across the world. You can continue to keep up with news, access careers advice, or come back to study. You will always be a member of the OU family. You also take on a responsibility to become an ambassador for the Open University and all we stand for. Our values of social and environmental justice, our commitments to inclusion and diversity, and above all, our mission to be open to people, places, methods and ideas. So share your experience with others. Let them know what your journey has meant to you and what it could mean to them. We're hugely proud of you and thankful to everyone who supported you through your journey. Let me then ask all of today's graduates to stand for the last time, and family, friends, guest supporters, let's all give this amazing group of people one last huge round of applause. Woo! Llongyfarchiadau unwaith eto o'r Graddedigion, a diolch i gyd am fod yma gyda ni heddiw. Congratulations again, graduates, and thank you for being part of this truly wonderful celebration. The proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. Would all who are able to, please stand.